This is lesson 7.6, solving inequalities using addition or subtraction. It's the same concept as lesson 7.2, where we did solving equations using addition or subtraction. In this case, we are going to be using an inequality sign between the algebraic expressions or the math expressions. And the other thing differently we are going to do is to graph the solution on the number line. That's going to be something different. And when you graph the number line, I want you to make sure that you either use a colored pencil or pen, it doesn't matter, to make the arrow on the number line. Okay? Or if you use a pencil, a regular pencil, then make it really dark so that I can see it, what you're doing. The other thing that I want you to remember is when we did a number line, remember previously I said you had to do the 0, 1, same on both sides. In this case, we don't have to do it this way. I just want you to plot the number line for a couple numbers before. Let me show you what I mean. Let's say I have x is greater than or equal to 25. Then I just want you to maybe start at 23, then go 24, then 25 and 26, and at 25 it's a closed circle, so you'll make that, and it's greater than or equal to, so you'll make the arrow that way. See how my blue arrow is darker than the blue below it? Or you can use a different colored pen and then just do it that way. Also, this arrow doesn't have to go all the way through, as long as it just shows a little bit of distance to show that it's going that way. That's it. Okay, let's actually move on to the lesson now. The lesson is asking you to solve the inequality and then graph the solution. Okay, let's go ahead and solve the inequality. I have n minus 9 is greater than or equal to 2. Okay, let's solve. This is subtraction here between the n and the 9, so add 9 on both sides. And this is done. What is remaining on the left side is n. Bring that down. What's remaining here is the inequality sign, don't forget that. 9 plus 2 is 11. Let's go ahead and plot it. I'm going to go with maybe 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and that's good enough because I had a couple numbers before, couple numbers after. Then I'm going to go ahead, since this is a greater than or equal to, it's a closed circle at 11. The number is 11. At 11, it's a closed circle. It's greater than, so the arrow should go that way. So I'm going to, that's it. That's how I graph it. Let's do the next one. P plus 1/4 is less than 5/4. What's happening between the P and the 1/4 is addition. So undo by subtraction. Done. Those two are cancelled. P is less than 5/4 take away of 1/4 is 4/4 or 1. Either way. Okay. Let's go ahead and plot it. Maybe 0, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3, and then at 1, so my number is 1, so at 1 it is a open circle because it's just less than. So at 1, an open circle, it's going less than this way, so my arrow goes that way. Okay, let's move on to the next problem. Okay, 4 and 5 are a little bit different. They are the same. You have to solve exactly the same way, but one thing you need to remember is when you graph these on a number line, you are always graphing the variable. So you have to see what the inequality is for the variable, not the number, for the variable. You'll figure out what I'm talking about in just a minute. Let's go ahead and solve number 4. This is number 4 on your sheet. 20 is less than k plus 15. So undo the 15 by subtraction on both sides. So far it's good. So we have k, this side is 5, so 5 is less than k. Now, if this was a 20 equal to k plus 15, it doesn't matter how you write your problem. It doesn't matter. But in this case, since it's an inequality sign, it makes a difference. 20 is less than that, not k plus 5 is less than. So if I have to plot the k, if I have to plot k, then I have to look at 5 is less than k. That means k is greater than 5. So maybe that's what you want to rewrite it as, so that it keeps it straight in your head. These two are the same. So I'm going to go ahead and make a number line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's good enough. K is greater than 5, so at 5 an open circle goes that way. Did you notice what we did? 5 less than k is the same as k greater than 5. So when you graph, you have to graph for the k. That's the key, that you are graphing the variable. Okay, let's do one more so that it makes it a little bit more clearer. 4/5 is less than or equal to m minus 1/5. Undo by adding 1/5 on both sides. This is the easy part. Add 1/5 on both sides. That's done. I have 5/5 is less than or equal to m. Now I can say 5/5 or it's the same as 1. So 5/5 is less, or 1 is less than or equal to m. That means m is greater than or equal to 1. And this is what I need to plot. I need to plot the variable, not the number. So let's go ahead and plot it. I'm going to go with, I know I gave you a longer number line. Maybe next time I'll give you a smaller one. But 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's good enough. At 1, it is a closed circle at 1, and then it goes that way because it is greater than. Again, use a colored pen. All right, let's move on. In this case, they are asking us to write the word sentence as an inequality and then to solve the inequality. We really don't have to graph it. I've given you a graph just for practice, but I know that it doesn't ask you to graph it. Okay, here it says 6 more than a number is at most 10. So 6 more than a number is at most. What does that mean? So if you don't know, refer to your books. Is at most, so it should be less than or equal to 10. All right, now go ahead and solve the problem. Subtract 6 from both sides. N less than or equal to 4, and that's my final answer. We can go ahead and actually plot it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and at 4 it's going to be a what circle? Good, a closed circle because of the symbol, and since it's less than or equal to, so that's the arrow goes to the left. We are going to finish up with the last one, which is the story problem in this case. It says that you can spend at most $10 at the mall. You want to buy a book that costs $6.75 and a cold drink. So they are asking us to write and solve the inequality to represent the amount of money you can spend on your cold drink. Okay, what's the maximum amount of money that I can spend? I know I have $10. Can I spend more than it? No. So my inequality is less than. Now, can I spend 10? Yes. So at the most becomes less than or equal to. What did I already buy? I already bought a book, and I want to buy a cold drink. Do I know how much it can be? No. So I'm going to place it with or put a X there because I don't know it. Now we have our inequality. This is the inequality. Then we go ahead and we solve it. Less than or equal to 10. Undo the $6.75 on both sides of the equation. That's done. I have X remaining on the left side. X is less than or equal to if you take away from $10, $6.75, how much do you have? So you have 25 cents there, and then you have $3. So we have $3.25. So you have $3.25 at most to spend on your drink. Okay, I want you to go ahead, finish the rest, and I will see you next class.